Hello, hello, my wonderful witches. What's up? How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for clicking that button and showing up tonight to hang out with me. If you are new here, I'm Luna. I am the Zen Witch, and I'm here to do readings for the collective. And if you would like to join in on the chat, please hit the subscribe button. You have to be a subscriber for a whole minute before you can jump in on the chat. Please do. Please, please do. We're so happy that you're here. Hi, Sam. How you doing, sweetie? Yes, it's been a beautiful day. Hi, Al. I'm so glad to see you. Hi, Allie. Al and Allie, welcome to you all. Hi, Roxanne. Welcome, dear. I hope everybody's doing really well. We are doing very well. My son is 1 week post-op. He had his first follow-up today, and everything is wonderful, and he's looking like fully himself. So he had a shower. He's a happy boy right now, and I'm very happy for him. So there's been a big exhale. This full moon, Samantha, I am telling you, I have not slept for shit since Monday. And last night, lots of pain of various kinds. So yeah, I'm right there with you. It has been quite something. Hi, Elsie. Welcome. Yeah, Al, he's doing great. He's doing great. I'm so proud of him. It's good. It feels like we've really, crested the mountain and are kind of on the easy side. So, yes, you're Al. Yep, here comes Tam.
Hi, hello, I love you.
He's just getting a binder on again post shower. And yes, the binder has been the worst part for him. So I'm laughing because I'm watching him show up again on the monitor after the delay. So anyhow, I'm so glad that you're here. I want to say that we are we're in that really rough place. If you're in the US, hold on a second. If you're in the US, it ain't just the full moon, right? It is so stressful, so heavy, so and I will remind you again, if you are here and this election matters to you, even if you don't live in the US, please don't listen to polls. Please don't watch polls. Polls are paid for by people who go to a certain demographic in order to get the poll results that they're looking for. There's no such thing as an accurate poll, because if you watch Resistance Live, ECM, and she talks about how, the big broad polls are people who still have a landline. They're calling those phone numbers. There's just, with the technology we have, you would think they'd be able to do this, but it's just not. They're not valid. The only poll that is valid is what happens at the voting polls. That's the poll that counts. So I would say, if you have done your best to talk to the people that you know, to get out the vote, to do whatever you can to make sure this is successful for democracy, then please take care of yourselves. On the backside of this full moon, it might feel a little bit easier, but please, please, please. Now, from here on out, we're like, what, two lives past this one to Samhain, right? I think that 2 weeks away is going to be on Samhain. So spend this time focusing on that time of year. And of course, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, it's Beltane that you're cranking up to. We're winding down, you're cranking up. So spend the time preparing yourself, doing your prayer work, doing your devotional work, mostly to help you stay healthy and sane. Okay. It's going to be ugly. That's all we can say. That's all we can say. The last reading that I did, that tower card, that tower card just keeps showing up for all of us because there's unpredictable things. But there's also a reminder that we are in an entirely different situation than we were in 2020, as far as who holds the reins of power now and the awareness we have going in and the telegraphing, from the other side of exactly here's what we're going to do. They're going to try exactly the same thing they tried before. This will be the end of, specific politics. I hope, I promise. But Trump has once again tried to pay off Stormy Daniels to keep her from saying anything before the election, specifically mentioning will give her a break on money that she owes if she specifically says, signs a thing saying she won't say that Trump is unfit for office. It's the exact same thing that he got charged with and convicted of last time. So, and I mean, money laundering was a big thing, but also just the idea that he was trying to influence the election. So they're doing the exact same things again because they don't have plastic forward thinking brains. Anyway, all right, I'm going to go off that now and just really talk about taking good care of ourselves, but also eyes open. And taking good care of yourself doesn't mean you have to go into denial and just check out. You don't have to do that, but you need to take care of yourselves to keep yourself balanced. So let's see here. La 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 la. Showers my nemesis. Oh, been a rough week. Oh, I'm so sorry, Al. I know it really is. Right on, Al. I applaud you, first-time voter. I know, exactly. Local politicians' propaganda, it's insane. Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you. So I live in Kent, Ohio, northeast corner of Ohio, in Portage County. Portage County is where it made national news. Sheriff Zuchowski, Trumper all the way, posted on not only on his personal Facebook, but on his sheriff's Facebook page, saying that people should write down the addresses of anybody that's got a Harris Walls sign, in order to intimidate him. And of course, he said that the post was a little misinterpreted. He also has had convicts work on campaign events for him. So the big news is that the Justice Department, the DOJ from Washington, is here in Portage County to observe our elections, to make sure there's no voter intimidation and shenanigans going on in my county. So thank you, DOJ. So this is very different. Again, eyes open. We are going in eyes open. And with a president holding the reins who is very capable, as is Kamala. And hey, now he has total immunity for official acts, right? Okay, anyway. I'm going to vote sticker yes. We really need to change that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody needs to have the same amount of money. We have a certain amount of time. We need to go back to the Fair Standards Act or something, where equal time. Each party was given equal time on TV and radio and did not have to spend their own money on ads and stuff. So yes, that's one of the things on the menu. Public servant. They don't know what service means. Yep. Absolutely. All right. So now it's spooky time of year. While we were driving, we had to drive like 45 minutes away to go to the appointment, and the colors are just stunning. We've had a couple nights down in the 30s, so we've got these just unbelievable bright reds, dark bright red, just stunning. So we had a drive up because the freeways are awful, but then we took the meandering way home and got to look at the beautiful colors. So very, very happy, very big relieving day. I hope we can do some things tonight that make you happy. And I'm not going to shy away from things being political when they clearly are. We're too close to things and it's too important. So we'll see how things go. Let's have a blessing, eh? Oh, goodness. I only have 3 decks tonight, as you can see. We've pared it down, but I'm also not going to be doing a very long one tonight. That is my intention. Stop laughing at me. Um, because I am, in fact, rather tired. Okay. I offer you this sacred smoke. This smoke cleanse, let it clear the area that you are in. Let it banish any negativity, any harmful things in your environment, whether they are bacteria, bugs, hangers on, energy suckers, whatever is in your environment, by air and fire. May you be purified and charged with purpose. By water and earth, may you be blessed and made whole. May you be washed clean of stressors, of the bad effects of stress, and may you feel grounded and anchored in your body. And by the sound of the bell, may negativity be cleared from your space and your mind. May your mind be awake and alert and open. And may the sacred enter in. I was thinking earlier this week that, oh, thank you about the keys, Roxanne. Yes, so these are keys that I got when I was doing the Hogwarts thing. And they are faith, love, hope, peace, success, and dream. So, yeah, they're wonderful keys. I really love the symbolism of a key. I have a big key over there on the altar that came from Franklin Mint. It's a very interesting key. But yeah, these are keys. So the symbol of a key is a really good, potent, interesting one for me. Allies and ancestors, guides and guardians, I just filled this flask with solar eclipse water. So, allies and ancestors, guides and guardians, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being my team and for carrying us through big change in good health and successfully. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. I offer you fresh water. I offer you the fire of Azrael. I open my mind to receive. I open my mouth to give. So good, so good. It is so very good. And I love putting my cloth. 'Tis the season. So happy. All right, let's do a little bit of a meditation. We'll do a shorter one tonight, but still, I want you to come on down into your body, come into your skin. Dial into your senses. And just touch on them one at a time. We'll start with the skin and the sense of touch, and be aware of everything that you can sense with your skin right now. And then open your ears. What can you sense with your ears? What can you smell around you? What have you just lit? What can you see around you? What's the quality of the light? And what can you taste? And if it's something not good, if your mouth doesn't taste good, do something to make your mouth taste good, please. And now being in our skin, sitting in alignment with feet and hands uncrossed, with the spine in as natural a position as you can manage. Allow your awareness and your attention to sink down to the lowest point, to your center of gravity, right at the center of your body, and right in your butt. Let your gravity be in your butt. Whatever you're sitting on, whatever you're lying on. And then right there at the root chakra, allow that center to open up, allow the energy to go down into the earth in the form of a root. Let it anchor down into the earth and put out little rootlets to begin absorbing earth energy. And as it absorbs and the energy starts to travel up the root, you notice that anything in your body that is not serving you right now is also flowing down and out those rootlets into the earth. Goodbye tension, goodbye tiredness, goodbye sadness, fear, anxiety, pain, apathy. Let all of it go down, down, down. As the earth energy rises up, up, up and connects with your physical body, flooding into your legs, you feel it rush down to your toes. And just watch it zapping around inside your legs. Green, gold, sparkling, growing, rising up into your pelvis, into your belly and low back. Rising, rising, rising. Swirling and moving as it rises up to the center of you, up to your solar plexus, up to your heart, your mid-back, up into your chest, up past your shoulder blades, up to your shoulders, and you feel it rush down your arms to your fingertips, everything moving, spinning, and swirling. Let it rise up your neck and into your head and just watch it go. I just got an image of the Sorcerer's Apprentice, only in a good way. Like these little pairs of green and gold light are flashing around inside your body and just cleaning up everything that needs cleaned up. Everywhere it goes that there's a blockage, that blockage just explodes, dissipates, sinks down into the earth. Just let it happen. And as all the darkness, the heaviness, the blockages are getting out of the way and sinking down into the earth, you feel expansiveness and light take its place. All the space is being opened up for growing energy, for the energy of living, the energy of manifestation, as it breaks up all those dense places. It creates so much space. Just let this process go. It does it by itself. You don't need to do any helping. These are natural energies. And now on the next exhale, make sure you exhale fully. On the inhale following, bring that energy up, turn it up louder, brighter, more alive. Now release only the breath and hold the energy. And the next. Brighter, brighter, more alive, more light, and release only the breath. And the third time, inhaling. So very bright, full of light. Exhale out the crown of your head. See the light burst out the crown. It's like a firework shooting up into the sky, exploding and cascading down all around you in a shower of green gold light. And that light all joins together to form a smooth, complete sphere surrounding you. And let it flow down, let it touch the earth and sink down just a short way to hug that root and continue back into the earth. And let that circuit continue as you reach up into the cosmos, opening up the crown and allowing blue and silver cosmic light to come rushing in, joining the green and gold, flowing down through your head and neck, your shoulders, down your arms, flowing down through your torso, through your belly, down into your pelvis, down your legs to your toes, down the root until it joins the edge of the sphere and rises up the outside and back into the heavens. And watch how this blue and silver creates even more space. It joins with the green and gold, the energy of solid manifestation of matter. And cosmic energy is all potential, immaterial, eternal. Joining with the earth energy, which is mortal, which is finite, which brings time and space, and it blends with cosmic energy in which there is no time or space. The perfect balance. And into this space we ask and invite all of our sacred ones. You can name them out loud. I would like to invite Goddess Hecate, Goddess Sekhmet, the Morrigan, Mut, Isis, Epona, Caradwen, Tara, Kali Ma. Continue that flow, reaching out to your sacred ones, to your team, your guides, your guardians, with gratitude, with perfect love, with perfect trust. We thank you for being here. And now after the next exhale, make sure you exhale fully, a deep full inhale. And when we exhale, push out a layer and watch it snap into the seed of life. This beautiful, living, natural grid of sacred geometry that connects us all, whether we're aware of it or not. We just bring our awareness to it here. And then coming to the heart center, see that beautiful green light as that center opens front and back, and watch it shine out into your sphere and into that outer layer as we connect together, sending each other love, healing, all kinds of benefit, whatever we need. And whatever you need, don't forget to ask for it. Yes, ask. My husband learned this today. Well, maybe he learned it. He's been exposed to it enough times. We were coming out of a place where we needed to turn left onto a very busy road. And he's like, oh, this is impossible. I'm just going to have to turn right. I said, or you could just ask for things to clear so you can get out. And so he pulled up and we didn't have to wait very long and it cleared. And I'm like, see, all you got to do is ask, and then you have to trust. That's the hard part. So, oh, thing one and thing two. Oh my gosh, Samantha, yes. Green and blue. Indeed, indeed. All right, so yay, I'm glad we're all here. Let's talk about our decks. We have the WITCH, Woman in Total Control of Herself by Angie Sullins and Silas Tobal. This is a US Games deck. It's an excellent one. Boy, tough picking. I have to be able to do live streams these next couple of weeks because I have so many Halloween decks and I want to use them all, but I don't want to use them all at the same time. Okay, here is the Trick or Treat Tarot by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Jonathan Hunt. This is the Llewellyn deck. Excellent deck, by the way. And then we have the Haunted House Tarot. This is a Los Scarabeo deck. So we got kind of bing, 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 the big three. And let's grab our Astro dice and our tiny, tiny, tiny die. Sorry, guys. And my, looky, this is my death whistle. Isn't it wonderful? I shan't blow it for you. You got to blow it really loud, and it is hair-raising. So, yes, I think they're going to be all kinds of fun. Mokash, goddess from you. Yes, she's wonderful. All right. What do we need to know? You know, we haven't seen Tavia in a long time. I'm missing her. I'm sad she hasn't been around. Oh, well. Okay, so we have Uranus and Capricorn. Ooh, talk about busting up blockages in the second house. Okay, so what is Uranus? Lightning strikes. Uranus is the awakener. Sudden, unpredictable, enlightening, or devastating. It's the Tower. This is the energy of the Tower, and Capricorn is the Tower. Capricorn is that structure, that calcified structure that will not allow things to grow or bend or, compromise, all of that. And Uranus is what comes in and makes sure that it opens up space, right? If you're not going to do it in an organic way, then you're going to do it in a disruptive way, I guess is the way I'll put it. In the second house, we're talking about money and possessions. So I do want to say that we could have some upsets in that area this week, but it's also about our own enlightenment beyond the old dogmas. Capricorn is dogma, it's tradition, it's the past, it's the patriarchy. It is a feminine sign, and it's the patriarchy, because what's the patriarchy about? Controlling women. Without women, you don't get a patriarchy. Maybe you do, but And so Uranus is coming in here to shake us out. And very, very interesting, because Pluto is in Capricorn now. And we'll be going back into Aquarius, where Uranus rules after the election. But we've been dealing with this Aquarian, Capricornian energy for this entire year. That change of Pluto. It's been dancing back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn. Sorry, I felt a bead. Oh, there's a bead right there. Anyway, this is about being shaken out of our old dogmas as far as our values are concerned. Learning every day, practicing, questioning yourself, questioning your belief system. I loved always the quote from Alice in Wonderland, whether it was Alice in Wonderland or Through the Looking Glass. I think it was Alice in Wonderland. I think it's the Duchess talking about, I try to believe several impossible things before lunch every day, trying to believe impossible things every day. I call it getting your mind blown. I go on a hunt for getting my mind blown on a daily basis, because that's what keeps things alive, is blowing the carbon out of the pipes, right? Blowing the old dogmatic, fear-based. Capricorn is fear-based. So Uranus is coming in to shake us out of this, and we don't get to choose how. We don't get to choose how. It's happening in real time. We're watching it happen by old conservatives saying, I will not vote for that. I'm still a conservative. There are some people, sorry, I'm moving this bead towards this little hole or it will drive me insane. Uh-oh, I lost it. There it is. Watch this. There it is. Oh, that was fun. Thank you for indulging me. But we're watching this with these people that are saying, I am voting Democratic this time because I see what's happening to this party that I once believed in. So they're getting their old calcified beliefs shaken up. And we all have them. We all have them. No matter how forward thinking you are, we all have old calcified beliefs. And I'm watching mine get blown up. TikTok helps. I'm watching young people and they're so on top of things with changing language and changing, thinking about Columbus Day this year. And, there's so many old calcified beliefs for the changing. So we'll never run out. Have fun. Have fun with them. Hi, Catherine. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, hi, Fran. Let's see here. Teeny weeny itsy bitsy dice. Yes. You're not late. It's okay. Yes, I'm missing Laura as well. All righty. Money is so dang stressful. Yes, indeed it is. And we are in an untenable place. We are in a place where these money hoarders have ruined life for your generation, Al. I mean, we've got to dial this back. We have to get back to where your generation and everyone is able to work a job and make a living, not 2-3 jobs. So anyway, sending the dogmas and the catechisms to the spiritual kennel. Absolutely. Energy to Darcy and Marcy and Catherine. Yes. Where's Darcy? Yes, there's Catherine. Time is an illusion. And that's okay, because I've changed the time. So I want to remind you guys to hit your bell notification, because then you will know when I'm going to go live, and you'll know it when I know it, because I just can't plan ahead. Anytime I do and I'm sure of it, my body pulls a fast one. So please hit your bell notification so that when I schedule a live, you'll know. Columbus was Jewish. Yeah. He was a piece of work, wasn't he? And so I do not mean to besmirch Jews. That there's no equating of those two things. Columbus was a horrific human being. Had nothing to do with him being a Jew. Okay. Yes, you are, Catherine. Hi, Art Crone. Viking Day instead. Well, what it's becoming here is Indigenous Peoples Day. That's what it is on Facebook. Lots of stuff. And I saw a thing from, there's a page called Idle No More, and it is a native run page about, I think it happened when the water protectors were there, when the pipeline was going through and everything. And so many of them are incarcerated right now. So there was a suggestion of, hey, how about we celebrate this day by releasing these people that we're trying to protect their sacred land. So, Al, yay, thank you. He had no sense of direction, right? So he said, how do you celebrate it? Wander around a grocery store, get lost looking for spices, looking for the spice aisle. All right. Al, you and I, well, we talked about your chart, didn't you? All right. We need to talk about that some more, darling. Okay. All right, loves, let's get going here. All we have is 3 decks. Number 3, and I will tell you, when I was asking them what order they wanted to go in, I've never rolled so many 4s in a row. So the decks are Snarky AF coming out here tonight. Did I take the... Yes, I did. Okay. So we are starting with the Haunted House Tarot. And this is really an excellent deck. It is a deck that has a whole story that goes with it, and I don't know that story in my head. But it is a really excellent deck. So, and I am not shying away from political tonight at all. I keep, I want to do like daily readings and things. I just have not gotten to the place where that's happening yet. At some place in the future, it's happening. I haven't got there yet. The birth time debacle. Yes, I know, Al, but we can work around that. We can do things, So let's talk. Let's talk, bud. We can also just do cards. All right. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? This week. Okay. Coming on this full moon, this Aries full moon, the polarity of Aries and Libra is me versus we. I think that's a little bit relevant to where we are right now. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Is this the Knight or the Page? Oh, wait. I always get the little symbols confused. And Lo Scarabeo usually has it in front. They will show the little symbols. Bollocks. Okay, wait. Wait. I have to look this one up and see. It's an arrow. That's wands. Okay, page. Illuminated carousel. So she is the page. The knight is the horse. All right, the helmet is the page. The knight is the horse is the knight. Okay. Helmet, page, knight. Got it. Okay. Oops. And there's the horse of swords. The knight. Okay, so we have a page of wands and a knight of swords. And then we have a Three of Wands. So we've got Three of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Collaboration and ships coming in. This is what we do with each other, what we're collaborating on, the plan that we're executing. And this is that plan set in motion. So things are already in motion. They are launched. We've got betrayal, deception, shady business and shady characters, and we've got doing the work. Someone in a sacred circle here doing the work, doing the magic. Then, Page of Wands, communication, inspiration. What is it I'm trying to create? And then we've got the Knight of Wands, which can be just a little bit too much enthusiasm, rashness, going after things too quickly. And down at the bottom, we've got that Three of Wands. All right. So we're certainly talking about our society, our culture, what it is we're planning, and what we're trying to set in motion. All right, I'm going to read. This one's called The Salvation. Open and let others in to create the stability you crave. Not everything can be done alone. Say yes. Creativity, collaboration, projects, building, combination. Let others in to create the stability you crave. So this is about, one thing this election has done is we've created communities around this. So here's where we can look at the maybe symbolic character that is 45. Tavia, you're here, honey. You are here. I am so happy. I'm so happy you're here. So I take it that you're watching from the beginning, maybe. Neko girl, you're here too. Yay, I'm so glad. I am so, so glad. Blustery Minnesota. Oh my goodness. Yes, we were saying how much we miss you, Tavia. I am very happy. I'm very happy now. Welcome, Marilyn's Musings. You're not late, darling. You're here just in time. You can watch from the beginning at any time. You get here at the time you're supposed to be here. So no doubts. Oh my goodness, it has been so long. Ah, all right. Yes, we're good. So, what we're seeing is communities. I just think about on Facebook, and this is one thing I've talked about many times about how um, social media, what it is doing for us, and what it has done for us. I'm sorry, my neck is really tightening up right now. Um, Red Wine and Blue. Um, I think there's one called Blue Wave in Ohio, Blue Wave, Ohio, something like that. But there are so many groups that have been created that have brought people together, and they're not just getting together to share soup recipes, they're getting together to plan and to launch plans and to collaborate and to support each other in reaching out and expanding that reach. We've been creating this community around a purpose and planning, and that purpose. This one's called What Was That Noise? It's time to set plans into action. You can sit on the sidelines no longer. The creativity of fire rests in your hands. Move forth. Creativity, venture, putting plans to work. Here's the planning. Here's the putting them to work. One of the things that I've been seeing is in the last couple days, just the last couple days, there have been like 3 major victories in 3 different swing states that have cleared the way, that have cleared voter suppression. One of them is Georgia. So the ACLU, Mark Elias's law firm, has been out there filing suits and winning cases. And I think they were saying, is it Georgia? Is like the only state where there's a Republican um, election board with the state that's going to certify things. Everybody else is under Democrats. So anyway, that's what it is. We've been planning. Here we go. Now let's look at what's coming in from left field here. With the 7 of Swords, absconding. It is time to cut your losses and make a break for the better. Take care of yourself, be clever, and leave no trace. Intrigue, edit, spy, stealth, covert, escape. Cut your losses and make a break. So now we are at the point where it's in action. Voting has started. I haven't decided when I'm going to vote yet, but I'm going to vote early, knowing that the DOJ is going to be watching. It makes me feel a lot more secure, but I'm not doing it on election day. So it's cut your losses. Let's stop feeding into the doom scroll. All right. It's in motion. Things are going to be what they're going to be as long as you are still doing your part. Keep up the prayer work, keep up the magic. Let's look at this side. This one's the witch's work. Everything you do in the material world bears traces of your own personal magic. Strive to do your best for yourself before pleasing others. This is your life, your experience, your adventure. Build it wisely and with the universe in your favor. Pride, fulfillment, craftsmanship, proficient. So we're going to cut our losses and stop feeding into the fear machine, and we are going to do the witch's work of generating perfect love, perfect trust, justice, fairness, victory, success, hope, generating all of these wonderful, positive things that will carry us through. Can I get an amen and hallelujah? All right. Page of Wands. Vampire youth of fire sits on an illuminated carousel with the energy of fire in her hands. Focused passion, adventurous soul, wanderer. Focused passion. Start now thinking of, instead of creating, I think it was Deepak Chopra, not one of my favorites, but still, he's done a lot of good things. He called thoughts events of energy and information, right? They have frequency, they have electricity, energy, and information. So let's stop sending those, creating those events of energy and information around disaster and what's going to go wrong and what's going to happen and what's going to be bad, 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 bad. Okay, we're not in the same place we were in 2020. So let's start using that energy and information to create thoughts of passion and creativity. Create thoughts of hope and newness, like I was just saying. Now let's look at this. The Knight of Swords. Demon explosion of air sends his crow forth and rises in anticipation. He moves with the speed of the wind between the towers of the house. Swift, fast, charge, intense, active. So this is Halloween magic here. And Beltane magic. But, you know, if you're celebrating Beltane, you're not voting in this election. So this is Samhain magic, right? This is the magic of death and rebirth. And we can look at being that magical being. Here is swing into action, take up that sword. Here is what we're cutting away. And here is what we are creating to fill that void. And we're launching this plan. I want to take a couple more. They're telling me to look at the bottom too. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have, is that the Strength card, I think? Oh, yes, I think 8 is Strength in this deck. I want to say Justice, but. And then look what we have on the bottom. The Sun card, you guys. They were telling me, look at the bottom, look at the bottom. And then we have the Hermit backing that up. But the Sun card, the Sun. Okay. Knight of Cups, angel expression of water, descends from the heights, bringing possibility, charm, poetry, and sweet nothings, romantic, seductive, charming, and elusive. Look at this next to the Page of Wands. What do we have to offer? What kind of love are we bringing in? You know? And then Strength here. I'm glad I took more because I'm glad we got a major here. Raven gazes in the mirror. She discovers true strength lies within. She is the lion is her. A lemniscate necklace reminds her of the infinite nature of the universe. Power, kindness, discipline, gentle patience, prowess, composure, fortitude, and endurance. We have the strength to get through this, you guys, and the Sun says, and we will. Okay, let me tell you a little story. I've been studying Lenormand. Sorry, I keep messing with my hair, but I love it tonight. I have been really concentrated studying on my Lenormands with Raina George's fabulous book, and I just got her deck too. And so I decided to do a reading last night with a particular deck I have. It's not the Russian Roma deck, G-word deck that Allie just got. Congratulations. But it is a deck from Ukraine, and it does that too. It has the cards divided. You know, there's 4 half pictures on it. It's weird because the cards aren't square, but anyway, I used those cards and I just asked, will she be successful? Will Kamala Harris win the election? Will she be successful in that? I got one picture. It came out first thing, the very first thing, and then there was nothing else, and it was the fish, which is success, abundance. It's just like, yes, everything's flowing towards success. So, and then we get the Sun here. So we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. Try so hard to stay positive, and not positive in the sense that anything negative that happens is going to shatter it. This is where the Strength card here is telling us about working to strengthen our hope and our own positivity so that it is not easily shaken or, you know, shakeable at all. Just that hope punk, hashtag hope punk, right? Hoping when other people refuse to and think all hope is lost. We continue to hope because it's a wonderful feeling. And we hope with very good reason. All right. Do we want, no. 1 or 2? No, 1 or 2. They're fucking with me again, you guys. Come on. 1 or 2. That's all I want. 1 or 2. 1. Thank you. All right. So that's good. We get the oracle in the middle. So, woman in total control of herself. All right, let me catch up here. Marcy's here. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay, let me go back. Sea goat. Yes, earth and sea so feminine. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you could make it, Nickel Girl. Do a quick recap of this layout before you go to the second deck. I think I just did. Okay, so the recap was planning. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, planning and executing of a plan. And it was about bringing community together, that the community that has been created around this demon that was unleashed on us. So, this is where you start to look at not, did we deserve it? Did we blah, 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 but the purpose that he serves. The purpose that this serves is in finally showing us the fullness of their fucked upness. And what have we done? We have gathered in community. We have created huge networks of people that are specifically working towards justice and democracy. We've created awakening. And so we need to cut, our losses. Priestess of priorities. Cut where we're going to reclaim our energy from the doom and gloom, and we're going to generate hope. What was over here? Eight of Pentacles working, being the witches working our magic. The other thing is, there he is. Wait. Okay, finish. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. It's action, but it's action with hope and positivity and community. All right, so let me finish messages, and then I have to tell you something else here. Okay. Tavia's watching back farther, so she's talking about Uranus in the second house as a value shakeup. Capricorn gives structure to our values. Yes. Hi, Marcy. Welcome, sweetie. Yay. Don't be a problem solver. Be a solution seeker. Yep. Set up to potentially turn the result if needed. So the news from Georgia has been very good. Yes, absolutely. They were saying, somebody was saying if you're working in a county election position that, you can decide if things are valid or not. And they're like, no, it's a clerical position. They went to the Georgia Constitution and said the certifiers shall certify the vote. You will certify it. You don't get to question it. You don't get to investigate it. You get to certify it. So yes, that was very good. Very, very good. Fulfillment, once again. What was it correcting, Samantha? I don't know. Anyway, here in Ohio, people with disabilities now have to get a special letter. So, yeah. Well, we need Sherrod back in office, and when it comes around again, we need DeWine to fuck off. Okay. Son who works nice. Yeah, I know. It's true. Okay, cool. Now I'm caught up, and today is a very special day too, because this is the 4th anniversary of Gotcha Day for Pyewacket. Look, hey Pyewacket. Oh, this is hilarious, you guys. Look, you can't even see him. Did you see? There's a Pyewacket. You can't even see him. Looky. Did you look, Pyewacket? Hi. My giant cat. I love you so. Thank you, baby. You for being such a good boy. Oh my God, he's so good. He is my good and loving baby. I just cannot say enough how much I love this cat and what a perfect thing it was. Now you talk about manifestation. Summer of 2020, I was like, this is the longest I've gone without a black cat in my life. I need a cat. I need a black kitten. I need a black kitten. And then I hear mid-July that there's August, a stray that found the one vet tech porch and had her kittens, and she was concerned because they were going to be old enough to home around Samhain, and 2 of them were black. And I'm like, pick me, that's my kitten. And he is my kitten, and he's my familiar, and I have his chart. She wrote down their times. It was just the best, most perfect. Yes. Okay. The end the judge says you shall pass them, as in you shall not pass. Yes, you shall not pass. By Wicked. He's my baby. Ah, he is such an amazing cat. The Void, indeed. Oh, hi, Kira. From one wonderful black kitty to another. Yeah, you see my pentacle in there? All right. So, as we were talking about all the, come on. No. Do that shit to me. As we were talking about, cutting your losses and reclaiming your energy, here's the Priestess of Priorities. The Bard of Truth. Sorry for that glare. Does that make it any better? That's about as good as it gets, I think. So, the Bard of Truth. Medicine Woman, thank you for showing up. She's the one when I was dueling these decks against each other. This one and the Wild Woman Rising, another Angie Sullins deck. They were dueling to see which one was coming tonight. And this one gave me Medicine Woman. So there she is, looking so beautiful. Then we have Sisterhood of Reciprocity. We have the Oracle. And we have Harpy of Rage. Oh! So here's women. The role of women in this election. This is, oh my God, I just heard so loud in my head, this is where it turns around. I mean, it was like audible in my ears. This is where it turns around. God damn it. Okay. So the Priestess of Priorities, obviously, decide where you're going to spend your energy, what is most important for you. Wait, 23. You're being asked to see with new eyes as you view. Okay, so let me go through this intuitively first. Priestess of Priorities is just the power within you to say. You have the power to say what you will and what you won't. What is, what isn't. What counts, what doesn't. That is your priority. Look at the hands like this with the eyes in them. Let me zoom in for you. I forget that I can do that. Now, please let me zoom in without a bunch of bullshit in the focus. Okay. I'll take it down a little bit. Oh, come on. All right. How's that? There we go. So she has these eyes in her palms here. Seeing with inner eyes, not just seeing with your outer eyes what my schedule has time for, but what I choose to allow into my life and what I don't. And the things that have to be there that I'm not that fond of, how can it's up to me how much time I have to spend on those things, choosing to streamline the odious things so that they take up as little time as they possibly can, and prioritizing, focusing on what focusing on what you want your life to be about, keeping those things fresh in your mind every day so it's easy for you to recognize those when you run into them. The Bard of Truth, opening your mouth and letting the truth out, dedicating your voice. I'm looking at the swan and the instrument here, which is reminding me of Saraswati and communication. And the Bard of Truth is, let the truth that comes out of your mouth be a music to the people that hear it. When truth comes out, I'm sure you've all, readers that you are, have had the experience of when you're doing a reading and you say something and all of a sudden you get goosebumps head to toe. Your body recognizes the truth, and other people can recognize the truth that you speak too. So being the Bard of Truth, my truth is what's going to come out of my mouth, and no longer compromising, apologizing, bending, the strength of that truth in order to appease somebody else's ego. Medicine woman, this is a healing thing. It is, we heal ourselves when we prioritize ourselves, when we speak our truth in whatever tone it comes out, right? And we imagine that the people that are receiving it are adults that can regulate themselves when they're receiving somebody else's truth. And Medicine Woman just says it is a healing thing. And as we speak our truths, other women are, the door is open for them to speak their truth as well. And the tough stories that exist in this particular cycle, with women literally dying because they don't have access to reproductive health care. We haven't heard. There are so many stories we haven't even scratched the surface of. Sisterhood of Reciprocity and the Oracle. So being that reflection of each other, that when we live our truth, someone else can see that and see their truth reflected in it, be encouraged and empowered to continue on. And then the Oracle is, that's our knowing. That's our knowing and relying on our knowing. And then we've got the Harpy of Rage down here. So she is at the center of this. Feminine rage. If you are on TikTok and you haven't seen, God, I wish I could pull their names up. The young women musicians that are, there's one woman has a song called Dead Men Don't RPE. And when you see a room full of young women screaming that, it's like, I hope you guys feel a little bit afraid of that rage, because you should be. So, all right. Now I am going to read. Okay, here we go. Into the groves they come, answering the call, primal drums. Into the groves they come, the grandmothers have awakened. That's beautiful. Next level kind of gathering going on. Absolutely there is. Absolutely there is. This is part of it. We're doing it right here, you guys. Yes, we are. Very Queen of Swords. Yep. Yes, Samantha is a talented artist and poet, as well as an incredible reader. First virgin instead of the grandmothers are awakening. It says the Entwives are returning. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Tavia says, my sister said so many people left the planet in the pandemic because we needed the help from beyond the veil in this turbulent time. Wow. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Absolutely agree. And people are exiting now too. So there's, yeah. All right, let's go to the book, because we have tons of time. We only have one more deck to go. We're relaxed. Can you feel the spaciousness? Okay. You're being asked to see with new eyes. As you view your life situation right now, the temptation will be to address all the needs and concerns that feel urgent. Okay. We often make the mistake of trying to solve or resolve before we consider what this moment is asking us to become and how to bring more of our own essence into the equation. So, yeah, rather than solving problems, what is this moment asking me to become? And then if I just be in that truth, solutions come. All right. Self-deprecation, deep modesty, self-doubt. These are the results of living in fear of judgment, caged in a system that judges women for speaking out and standing true. Our lives are not our own as long as we fear being transparent. When we allow ourselves to shrink with fear of being judged or shamed for speaking up, standing up, or standing out from the status quo, we've lost the very essence of what makes us feel most alive, our authenticity. Our authenticity is our practical magic. Our truth is keys to our resilience, our radiance, our confidence. It is connected to our grace like the swan and also to our heart's music. And like a sweet melody, it's a prime recovery tool when sad, overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed. It is our greatest asset in maintaining our vibe and attracting our tribe. Without it, we feel cut off from our joy and wonder and our sense of connection. Speak up, speak out, speak true. So here again, priestess of priorities, when you center your own life, I'm centering the life of a woman. I'm centering the life of a human being here. What is it that I need? Who am I called to become in this moment? This is my truth and my authenticity. Your authenticity is rooted in your life experience. Those are the patterns that you were here to experience, to grow and learn from as a soul. So it's your authenticity. It's where your authenticity is rooted. You have your experience is valid. You have truth and wisdom from it. Now, medicine woman. Now is the time for self-healing. Through the wisdom of the medicine woman who lives in you, she knows that every illness has an emotional component. She urges you to kindle the warm, gentle ember of unconditional self-acceptance with the fierce love of Mama Bear. Yep, you see the bear up here? You can't see the bear up there. There's the bear. All right. So, fiercely protective of our authentic, vulnerable selves. When we choose to be in our authenticity, and speak our truth and prioritize ourselves, we are vulnerable to other people's judgments, but protecting ourselves like a mama bear and knowing that it is nobody else's business what they think of and it's not my business either what they think of me. It's not my business what their opinion of me is, you know? So that brings us healing. Sisterhood of reciprocity. Tend to your partnerships. This could be a time to review or negotiate business, renew romance or friendship, or nurture the very partnership you have within your soul, with your own soul. Much of our world suffers from a lack of understanding what our ancestors knew so well. All life is dependent on the generosity of our planet. There's no thriving without her good graces for food, water, shelter, and beauty, and we do well to remember it with reciprocity. It's time. Is it time to share, celebrate her bounty, give back to her resources, to your relationships and communities? So, long ago, we honored the lack of resources in the winter season with hopeful, light-giving ceremonies. We celebrated the harvest with offerings and gratitude. We marked each season, each birth, death, and love affair by honoring our Earth Mother as benefactress. So this is striking a balance. A witch carries this practice forward, knowing that all parts of her life are interdependent with the elements, creatures, and plants of the earth in the same way that her healthy psyche relies on all her parts working together. Balance your genius with your shadow. Reconcile your love with your fear. Strike a balance between your logic and emotion. All parts of your life. So the reciprocity and balance. Take stock of where you are entwined in a healthy partnership and where you are not. This is time for tending the dance of reciprocity. Shoring up those good relationships, letting go of the ones that are no longer reflective of who you are in this moment, who you are called to be. The oracle says you already know. The oracle is in you. The time might call for these cards or tea leaves or runes, but all of those are means to an end, and the end is alive and well in you. She is known as she who knows, or more commonly, intuition. If you can't get a clear reading from your tools, or if you feel uncomfortable with what those tools are telling you, consult her. All right. A wise poet once said, "The master doesn't seek fulfillment. Not seeking, not expecting, she is present and can welcome all things." This quiet surrender is often the exact condition that allows us to hear her voice. The thing that allows me to clearly hear my intuition is trust. It's focus, it's devotion, and it's trust. If I just grab a deck and I'm not really awake and I throw cards out and they just don't really say anything, but if I sit down and I do the work of centering myself, of connecting with myself, of sinking down in and feeling that connection, sensing, and then I get into that trust and I can feel the magic unfolding, then I really get the answers. So you have to be in right relationship with yourself. That sisterhood of reciprocity, the most vital relationship here is with yourself. and your own soul and your authentic self and your truth. So, time to really be a good buddy to your truth, and also to just be a good buddy to what your intuition is trying to tell you. I'm trying to think of what it was. Another thing my husband did today. And he said something about, oh, yesterday I was going to make some egg fried rice. And he went to the store, stopped at the store after doing something else because I asked him to, but I forgot to tell him to get eggs because I didn't even look. And while he was at the store, his intuition told him I should get eggs. And then he said, he thought, nah, when I looked last time, there was enough, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I had to go to the store and get eggs because we didn't have enough. His intuition was the true thing saying, you should get eggs, but he didn't listen to it. He denied it. He doubted it. This is part of his PTSD. He has a very difficult time believing his own very, very strong intuition. Not all the time. He does listen, but his habit is to reject. So, listening, trusting. And then we have the harpy of rage. Oh my God. So this is part of your authentic self. Don't be afraid of your anger. It's there for a reason. It has to be expressed. It can be transmuted, but it has to be recognized for what it is first, and it has to be a certain amount of that energy has to go where it belongs, right? Before you can transmute and use the rest. Rage can be purifying. Like the harpies of Homeric poems, rage can bring the storm winds that scour and wipe a landscape clean. Boy, that terminology lately, eh? While this may seem a destructive force on the surface, rage, like the harpies, can bring change and shift landscapes, both internal and external. Quiet or loud, a wild howl or a hiss in the dark, anger is both purposeful and natural. So stop bottling it and shoving it away in order to be pleasing. This is the lesson that people start to learn in their 20s, is setting a boundary doesn't mean you're being mean. Saying no doesn't mean you're being mean. You know, the whole nice, mean thing. When we're in grade school, everything boils down to, how's your teacher? Is she mean or is she nice? That's the two things. She's either nice or mean. So we have to get away from that dichotomy. That's what we're trained into as women, that we have to be nice all the time. We do not. We do not. And you are not responsible for somebody else's reception of your setting of a boundary. The most powerful witch gathers her rage. Rather than shrieking into the wind where her passion can be swallowed, she will find her branch and settle into a position of power. Using her authority, she will choose her time and cry out her claim. She offers her anger to her art, her cause, her community, resulting in a rallying song of change. A witch pours her rage into her creativity, advocacy, and commitment. Rage can sweep away the old and the dead. That was mine, not the book. She's also willing to peck out and devour rage against her own self through the radical wings of self-forgiveness. Wow. So yeah, here's a thing, one of the things that's been done to us is, and we're talking about going back to, the burning times and stuff, is women used to have women's circles, the quilting circles. They would get together and make quilts. They would get together and can. After the harvest, they would get together and just do things. And while they were doing those things, they were gossiping. They were talking about who's doing what the men were doing to the women. And so there was this occult, we'll call it that, occult network of information, personal information. And women supported each other. And, it was a network and a safety net. And so dismantling those circles and also taking over childbirth out of the women's hands were ways that they disrupted the relationship that women have with other women. And, one of the things that happened during that time was the working of intuition. And the transmission of intuition and magic and knowledge and wisdom and, healing herbs, all of the things. And that was broken. So there's a source of rage right there. And we are and we have reclaimed our women's circles in strength and power and rage. And all of this now, our rage is going to carry us over the finish line. And then the remnants of that can carry us into the new agenda, the agenda of true democracy. I was just thinking, can we ever get there? No. But the question is, how close can we get? All right. Whew. All righty. Let me go back here. Supposed to sense that. Yes, I know, dear. Oh my goodness. Yes, they are wonderful cards. The medicine woman one. She does have a Susan Boulay feeling. She certainly does. Neko Girl says it's neither mine nor their business what they think about me. Absolutely. Yes, she's something. She was something else. She still is. Sam says, when you dwell in anger, it does nothing but eat away at you. But when you take the anger in and of itself, isn't bad. It's just your way of feeling. Something's not right. Something's not fair. That's right. Somebody has bashed my boundary. Fuck off. I need to reset a boundary. I need to set it firmly. So anger is a cleansing thing. Anger is a motivating thing. Yep. Rage can be focusing. Absolutely. Anger can be positive. And rage, when you think about it in a collective form, women standing up, here's the collective rage of women standing up to vote. The fact that the first day of early voting in Georgia, they nearly tripled. I think it was 123% more than opening day in 2020. That should give you an idea. Kitty cat girl. We lost the red tent. Absolutely, Catherine. Absolutely. All right. So, hi, red tent women. And we have the occasional dude that stops in here, but they usually don't stay long. Although you are welcome. Man, you are absolutely welcome to this space. All right. And we get to end with this wonderful Barbara Moore, Jonathan Hunt deck. I'm not even going to zoom out. Gather your rage. Yes. Yes. Gather it. Okay, here's what's going on in my head right now. I kind of do this thing because I have Pluto Mercury conjunction opposing my moon. Pluto Mercury sitting on my midheaven, my moon way down here on the IC. And it's very difficult for me to get grief flowing sometimes. It's there, but it's hard to get it flowing. So once I do get it flowing, it's like, okay, what else do I have to grieve? What do I have to weep about so I can get it all done? So we can do that, gathering the rage and looking at what's coming up here. Okay, this happened, that pissed me off. I'm gathering all of that rage and then expressing it. Here's a great Samhain ritual, expressing that rage, screaming it into the wind. Let it go out there. Let it cleanse you with its leaving. And let it go out there and bring what it needs to bring, right? Let it change what needs changing. And you scream it out there, directing it with the highest vibration, the highest purpose, the highest intention, right? So as long as you're raging, gather up all the stuff, be ready to let it go. Because when you do spell work, the end thing that is as important as every other step is release, complete release. So when you whip that rage up, you need to really let it move through you, feel it, and let it be gone. Let it be cleansed. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Al, you are a man. You and my son. Yes, you're a man with women's experience. We were talking about this earlier, um, of being two spirit. You were my sister-in-law and I were talking about this. Um, Tam has the experience of a two spirit as well. He has lived in this world as a woman and knows how bad that sucks. And now, as a trans man, he's still in that misogynistic world. And I see his truth, his outer truth being, or no, his inner truth being reflected in his outer appearance now. And what a moment in that room when they took bandages. And I was thinking, oh my God, am I gonna pass out? Because I've been known to. But no, it was like, oh well, there you are, my boy. I can't wait till next summer when he can just go swimming. Regardless of gender, body. Yep. Yep. It's not an either or, it's a both and, absolutely. So, and these are the kind of men that are moving forward with us. They are here for us. They are here with us. It's not us against them anymore. Again, we're in the circle, not a line. So long we've been a line with men and women at opposite ends. No, we are a circle. We are a circle within a circle, with no beginning and never ending. Okay, what's our final message tonight? We have the Nine of Cups. Okay, we have the Wish card. Manifestation, fulfillment of wishes. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. Okay. We have the Hanged Man and the Fool. Ooh. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Well, folks, yes. I mean, look at this. The Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Our heart's dearest wish of justice and equality and, the rule of law, the social contract that we all agree on. This is what we're wishing for, to be in that place of freedom, knowing what freedom feels like and fulfilling that. Here's the wish. Here's the active. The 9 is an odd number, so that's active. So it's the creating of the wish. What is it that we want? And we invest it from our hearts, from our feelings. What is it that we want to manifest? And then look down here at the 10 of Cups where it's all manifest. Look at the little flying monkeys hanging off the tree. Okay. But we've got Four of Pentacles here. We got Six of Cups here. The old way. We're talking about the money hoarders here. And that scarcity mentality that we've dealt with from the past. You don't have a place at the table. Your job is to be home and pregnant. You're not worth anything once your fertility's gone. Oh my God. We have put up with this for long enough. Here's the Hanged Man. La la la. Okay, I'm just hanging out. While things are changing, the Fool says we're getting a brand new start here. Okay, let's read, because Barbara Moore is worth reading, you guys. Okay. Our mermaid doesn't mind that she can't move around. Why would she want to leave her comfortable spot? She's perfectly happy where she is with everything she wants. A spectacular chaise lounge, moody lighting, enough drinks to get her through the party with some to share. Within minutes, she'll be surrounded by people drawn by her happiness. When this card comes up, you get one free wish. Okay, everybody, here we go. There's no guarantee on that wish, but in the old days, this was known as the wish card. What it really means is that you are perfectly content with what you have, particularly in terms of relationships of all sorts. You're at ease with feelings and can share them with others in a healthy way In short, you feel fulfilled and satisfied, so much so that you don't really need that wish, as it seems all of yours have been granted. If there's any advice here, it's to share your good fortune with others. But hey, I'm taking that free wish. How about you? So think about this free wish that Spirit has given us tonight and start formulating what that looks and feels like. And I'll tell you what it's feeling like to me right now. It's feeling like, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, when Marriage Equality Act was passed. Running through the walls of Hogwarts with a big brass bell, ringing, 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 we have marriage equality. That's my wish, that feeling for all of us. I am free to be who I am, all of us. I am free to be who I am, and that is rooted in, I promise I will allow everyone else to be who they are. You know, we all have that same right and privilege. Okay. 4 pence. Oh, what's this? I think, okay, there's a 3 of Pentacles here. And I think it's, oh, and you know what? Roxanne. This was a deck from Roxanne, you guys. I had totally forgotten, but I found the note in the back. So thank you and blessings to you, Roxanne. I will add to that free wish some free blessings. But I'm looking at this because I'm pretty sure this deck has 2 3s of Pentacles. Yeah, it is. It does. So here's that, you know, manifesting and making plans. But this was a gift deck from Roxanne. So mwah, thank you, darling. Blessings. Back to 4 of Pentacles here. It's Halloween night. You're late to the party and need a pumpkin right now. The king of the pumpkin patch is holding all the goodies. He's looking to make a profit from your desperation, isn't he? Okay. After all, when this card comes up, it's time to think about saving and hoarding. Saving is important, whether you're saving for something specific or creating a nest egg for unanticipated needs. If you're not doing that, consider starting. On the other hand, hoarding or being stingy is not important or healthy. If your consumerism is getting out of hand, this card is a reminder to check yourself. If you give or share only grudgingly, you're invited to be more generous at this time. Holding tight for too long might make your resources as useless as pumpkins on November 1st. So, but I think too, the first meaning that I got was about the hoarding of resources and the mindset of not enough. Money as a control, right? But this is talking about taking care of ourselves in that way as well, making sure that you have. So here's where, you know, let's acknowledge that there's going to be some fucked up shenanigans happening around the election and directly afterwards. So make sure that maybe you don't have to go out to stores and, you know, depend on a lot of things afterwards, just in case. And then we've got the 6 of Cups here. All right. This is about kindness. How sweet. That nice kid is giving that little girl the biggest cupcake. Sometimes the abundance of Halloween treats activates greediness and sometimes generosity. Maybe he's not being nice. Maybe he has an ulterior motive. Come on, look at that face. Definite cause for concern there. Maybe it is a Halloween lesson to not judge the person by the costume. So kindness, simple, sweet moments shared. What is it that we want to pass along to the young people in our lives? The, my son's generation, my daughter's generation, where the whole view of male female is already way different than my generation. So what are the good things that I want to pass along to my kids? And what do we want to keep? What are we keeping? What are we passing along? So this also brings a nuance of what don't we want to pass on? What don't we want to continue to manifest? And it's that old mindset of not enough. So instead, we go to generosity. Sure, take it all. Here, I had this for you. Here, take it. Yes, please take. So, Hanged Man, We're hanging out. Be prepared to be swept off your feet, not by a romance, but by a revelation. Okay. You might find yourself suddenly looking at the world from a different point of view that allows you to shed some things, embrace new things. Maybe that phone you've been staring at all day no longer feeds your soul. You look up or upside down and see there's something that will satisfy you in a real way. So, talking about making a sacrifice and giving up something, you know, to see things from a new perspective, being willing to go an extra mile in order to change your perspective so that we can clear out these dogmas. This is what I'm pointing at up here, the Uranus in Capricorn. So being willing to kind of hang our old views out to dry, our old views, our old dogmas, our old values, hang them out to dry and go the extra mile of letting go of our old preconceived crap, our old patterns, our old habits, in order to let new light in order to see things from a new perspective. And that's what brings us the new beginning of the Fool here. Let's see what she says. You're invited to start a new journey. You need to trust in yourself and the universe. So trust is a big one with the Fool. It can be naive trust. It can be, naive beliefs, but it can also just be fully aware. The Fool is that highest of spiritual beings with the innocence of a child that is able to open-heartedly, full-heartedly trust. So you may feel like you're wearing a costume, like you're faking it. Get used to the situation and you'll become it. Okay. But it all depends on us letting go of our old, preciously guarded stuff. And this can be, we talked about the rage and letting it sweep through us. This can be what we do with our rage and anger is we preciously hoard it, so that we can keep our righteous anger. Well, do you want to be cleansed of that or not? So there's another little nuance to it. Change your perspective to really embrace a new beginning that is so new that maybe we can't even conceive of it yet. And then all-encompassing domestic bliss, family, country, earth. Let's take a couple more. We have justice. Yes. So glad justice came out tonight. We have justice. We have the Eight of Wands. My justice come that right early. Right? Justice is coming. It is coming swiftly. It is coming swiftly. We've done the work. We've been doing the work. I know you guys have been dialed in. We're all watching, fretting, sweating, raging. And now things are in motion. And nothing's going to stop it. Nothing's going to stop it, you guys. Make sure that you are shaping those events of energy and information with your mind, making your wishes, doing your prayers. I've been using my therapy light in the mornings, and boy, it does make a difference. Using my therapy light and doing my prayer work while I'm doing my light. So, all right, you guys. Sun, strength, justice. We've had a lot of wonderful messages tonight. Let's see. All right. Sorry, trying to get it right in the middle. You know me. You know me. All right. Wait. Oh, come on. I really like it. Inbounds. Here we go. Come on. Oh, you little bastard. There we go. Oh, I'm so glad that you were here. All right, let me go back and catch up. La 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 la. There's a lot to catch up on. I didn't see him going by. All right. Allie, human, monster, unicorn, we're all the same and loving each other. Oh, quote is from Hotel Transylvania. Oh my gosh. Allie says, my daughter finds their weight and sexuality challenging, so I call them a fluffy unicorn. It works. Aww. May we all be more united in compassion and diversity. So mote it be. Oh, Rocky Horror. Oh, yes, that's one of my favorites too. Absolutely. Yep, we have deified money. That's the truth. Something that is starting to fall by the wayside. It was only supposed to be currency after all, just something to help with the flow of goods, not an all-consuming false idol. I know, and that's what it has become. I mean, when insurance companies are not providing anything but gatekeeping so that they can rake money out of us because we get sick. So yes, these are things that I'm hoping to see. I mean, it's a big ask because there's so much money. But if we kick some billionaires out of the profit game, are they going to be destitute? No. Hi, Ink and Flame. Oh, I'm so glad you made it just at the last minute, but you can go back and watch from the beginning very soon because I'm about to close it down. You can always be, what did she say? You can always go back and look at the beginning. Yep. Thank you, Sam. Yes, it was very fun, and I can't wait for the next couple weeks coming up to Samhain. Oh, Tavia, an aside, I've had a health crisis for about 3 months. Oh, all right. All right, darling. Absolutely. You got it. Health and healing energy to Tavia, to her home and her body. You will be in my prayers now, dear. I'm so glad you were here too. Yay. I love you guys. I love you so much. Yes, lots of Reiki on their way. Thank you, Neko girl. You're so very welcome. All right, let us close our meditation here. And happy Beltane to Marcy and those of you in the Southern Hemisphere. Happy spring. Celebrate the abundance with joy. All right, so come on back down in your body. Let's hook into that heart chakra again and see that beautiful green light. And you might see a core of pink inside that light flowing to your sphere, flowing to the outer layer of your sphere, which connects into the grid. Let's just spend a few moments here breathing those colors and feeling them circulate. Remember to receive as well as give. Now, as you see that beautiful green pink light flowing out into this glorious flower of life, seed of life grid that we make together, see it begin to glow so bright, this network that blankets the planet. See it glowing bright pink, bright green. See that energy just radiating out from the grid. See it being received, absorbed, collected wherever it's needed. Wherever hearts are grieving, wherever minds are in fear, wherever life has come down to extremity. Keep breathing and allowing that light to flow, and feel the support coming into you as you breathe it out. The more you receive, the more you're able to give. Exhaling all the way, deep breath. And another exhale, push that outer layer. Let it disconnect from the grid, blanketing the planet, flashing out into space. Receive, receive, receive everything that you need. Any excess that you have, allow it to go down into the earth to thank and bless our mother for everything that she gives us. Everything, every part of our life. And I thank you for being here. I thank you for making these evenings so much fun. Without you, the readings would not be what they are. They would not. I know how this works. So if anybody feels like shooting me a thank you, whatever, there's links down below, but you certainly don't have to. That's why I don't monetize my videos. I could use it, but I don't need it. All right. So anyway, you guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you made it, Tavia, because I've been worrying about you. So, all right. Art Crone, Tavia, Samantha, Marcy, Jessica, hi, sweetie, Neko Girl, Catherine, Al, Ink and Flame, let's see, Roxanne, Allie. Who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? Tavia. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. I will shoot a video tomorrow. Until I see you. Find my button here. Until I see you. Thanks again for being here, you guys. I love you. Blessed be.